Clown here, and do you like scary movies? Well, I sure love them. Oh, I'm gonna get you back to your friends inside the bus. But today is a wonderful video on our non-spoiler review of Scream 6. The sixth installment of the Scream movie. So there'll be no spoilers in this video whatsoever. So enjoy today's show, kiddies. Bye-bye.
Whoa, did you just hear that? We're doing our Scream 6 non-spoiler review today, and we're talking about the sixth installment of Scream, which actually is a really solid movie. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into this video, and let's talk about no spoilers. So, there's no spoilers in this video, so sit back and relax. I'll give you my whole opinion on Scream 6. Okay, guys, so going into Scream 6, I was very looking forward to it. After all, I love all the Scream movies, and they are always fun to watch, and they're always a treat to see every single time when you're watching them at home or in theaters. It's always fun to watch because you don't know who the killer is. And for me, that's probably why I love the franchise so much that I love the franchise as so much as I do now. Like, it's such a great franchise. It feels like a true crime documentary. It feels like a really nice, real and raw cut movie. That's why I just love the Scream franchise. So going into it, I thought it would be the same thing. I love the killer, I love the kills, so I thought it was gonna be a nice movie. And sure enough, I walked in and out, and I loved it. So that's what I can say going into Scream. Okay, guys, so the whole plot of Scream 6 follows the events after Scream 5. So it might be a little bit spoiler here for Scream 5 if you've not seen it. So it follows Sam and Tara, and they move to New York. This is also a new city, so it's a new city as well. So follow Sam and Tara, and they go to New York City to start their new life. And Sam and Tara starts their own college career, and Sam is almost overprotective and almost second guessing on what happened to the previous events after the last Ghostface incident, which happens to be happens to be Sam's ex. So there she was in New York, and the whole plot follows that. And then the killer is back and looking for more on Halloween. So that's pretty much I can say without giving any spoilers. Okay, guys, so that's the whole non-spoiler plot of the movie. Let's go talk about the characters. Starting off things, let's talk about Ghostface. So, okay, guys, so Ghostface in this movie was amazing, and I absolutely loved everything they did with this character. And I think they did an amazing job of illustrating him to the big screen, where they actually used a lot more graphic kills, but also more violent kills at times in the movie. And I think it just was an excellent treat to see Ghostface. It's not a Ghostface you haven't seen since the original trilogy. This Ghostface is something scarier, something darker, something twisted, and something psychological that makes this character even outstanding, and also a really well done Ghostface. Also, I gotta say, this Ghostface, guys, had me on my edge of my seat. And I gotta say this, you guys are going to love him in this movie. So Ghostface, 100% the best part of the film, hands down. So going into it, Jenna Ortega's character, Tara, amazing character. She's kind of like going on for her adult life and trying to figure out what she wants to do in college, and she's kind of living her own life, and Tara's with her. So Tara is her sister, Sam is her sister, and Sam has second thoughts about what happened last time. Not really a spoiler, but they're kind of following that. So some legacy characters, we have Gale Weathers, which is amazing. Absolutely love Gale Weathers. This is a surprise character, which I'm not going to spoil right now, but I think you might still saw her in the trailer, so I'm not going to give it a character breakdown, but Gale Weathers is back in action, and she's amazing. Sidney Prescott was referenced, and she was not in this movie. I learned that she's not in this movie, but you'll find out why she's not in it for legacy characters. So the only legacy character we can talk about is Gale Weathers. I always thought Gale Weathers, as a character in general, I thought she was always snarky and really underrated. This one kind of fought that justice throughout the film, which made it like almost like a rock, like solid part of the film to kind of see her knowledge and where she's standing, the turmoil of events, and almost like snooping, almost like that. She's almost like the meddling kid of the Scream industry. She's almost like the Scooby Gang, pretty much. There's actually some new characters in this movie, which I thought were very interesting. There's some new friends. of the gang. So there's a whole new core of friends that you will discover as well throughout this movie. So you can find some new core friends, and you get to follow their lives in New York and how they dealt with Ghostface. So that's pretty much all the characters I can say about this. So what I liked about this movie, guys, was it's such a raw take on the Scream industry. It's something that's very enjoyable to watch, but this movie in particular is one of the most zany and fun films I've ever seen in theaters as a horror fan. It's probably the best horror film I've seen in theaters. I gotta say that hands down. I had an amazing crowd last night. We clapped at some moments, and we actually had some really funny laughs and chuckles. We all shared together as a big Scream franchise community. So the Stab community, if you will. So the Stab community was amazing throughout that amazing night in the theater. Okay, so what I really enjoyed about this movie was Ghostface, and they took the movie in so many directions that they're not going to expect or predict going into it. Like going into it, you might have clues and context clues and like who's guessing to be the killer, and the people you think you might make out to be the killer are not the killer. Like it's almost like that really interesting psychological feel to this film, which I thought was really raw and emotional, which I thought was amazing. And there's some scenes that are very edgy and then like caught you off right guard, which I just love that amount the most. And also I was on my edge of my seat in the theater, not joking at all, during some of the scenes. It was beautifully written, beautifully cinematography was incredible, guys. It was outstanding. It just was a fun movie. I absolutely loved it. So that's pretty much my favorite part is all Ghostface things, but the movie as a whole is amazing. So another thing I really enjoyed about the movie is Ghostface, like I said, but it's Gale Weathers. Gale Weathers' character in this movie was breathtaking. I told you she's a little bit more raunchier this one, but a little bit more edgy and almost like a meddling kid type of character. But she, I don't know, you love her or hate her, but she was amazing. I don't want to give anything spoiling, but Gale Weathers' character is probably the best character in the film, in my opinion. She just has so much I liked about the character, and there's so much I would love to see more of in the theater. So, next up, guys, another thing I really enjoyed too was the change in the new city. I always like a fresh take on horror movies because they always have the same plot, same city. It's almost very hard to like the franchise, but Scream does always something really nice where it's always organic and fresh every time, and this one's no different than that. It's always just very nice and very, very well written. So you would actually enjoy this one in theaters. So those are pretty much all the things I really liked about Stab 6. So guys, now let's go on to my gripes about Stab 6. My number one gripe for Stab 6, ladies and gentlemen, happens to be I wanted more Ghostface. I wanted more Ghostface in the story. From the opening kill, guys, I was kind of wondering, I'm like, how this is all connected. I'm like, why are we showing this at the beginning? But I wanted a little bit more explanation on Ghostface in general and the history of him. Like, I don't know why he was in New York in the first place, and what is up with them. Like, I know Ghostface is a stalker, but I want a little bit more. I want a little bit more on the backstory on Ghostface, and I really want more backstory on Sam and Tara. They kind of got us justice with a 2-hour runtime, but I don't feel like they're done. Because Jenna Ortega's character was there, but they didn't really do much with Jenna Ortega, in my opinion. But she was in it for a big chunk of the movie, but they gave more of the raw emotion to the Samantha character. So I don't want to give anything detailed about that. My only gripe is I wish they gave Tara a little bit more to do besides be the sidekick sister in her messed up world of living in New York City. So that's my other gripe. Another gripe I have with this movie is the pacing at times. The pacing is really nice. I thought it was a really well done paced film, but some of the pacing I felt like some of them, like, you know, when Ghostface is gonna pop up, like not really like jump scare material. I wish they had a little bit more jump scare material because I think it'll be a little bit more fun to watch. Because I'm a huge horror fan. I like getting jump scared, but I think Ghostface and Scream 1 did that beautifully. But this one I wanted more because you can tell when he's coming easily. You can tell from different phone calls and all sorts of things. But he just wanted a little bit more jump scare power to our Ghostface. Lastly, guys, I know I might be a little biased when saying this, but I personally didn't really care for some of the weirder chase scenes. Like, I love the chase scenes in the movies, but the opening, I didn't really care for the opening kill as much as I cared for the rest of the movie. Like, it kind of ruined it, but then I'm like, oh, it kind of blew me away what they did with it. It was a nice take, but it's something I'm kind of shocked about, but I want to see more of that opening take kind of raw style. So yeah, I don't know if I like the opening scene as much as I love the movie. Like, the movie is amazing, but the opening scene I'm like questioning. I'm like, seriously, this is happening already? I'm like, you're predicting the killer? I'm like, so it's not that it was enjoyable, but it was not like that overriding as some of the movies are. With a beautiful opening kill, though. I absolutely enjoyed it, and it was fun what they gave us. There was a nice little mystery on why this is happening. So guys, how do I recommend Scream 6? I absolutely love Stab 6. I think this is one of the most amazing Ghostface stories you have seen since the original, probably the best sequel in the trilogy. I absolutely love all the things they did with it. I was on my edge of my seat. I really enjoyed everything they did with it. The kills were amazing. There's probably the most brutal kills I've ever seen in a Scream franchise movie since the original. It was graphic, it was beautiful, some of them were edgy, some of them were just disgusting. I absolutely loved it, and I highly recommend it to everyone who loves gore and blood as much as I do in horror movies, but I think it just was a fun ride to start to finish. I really think it's a fun one to watch in theaters, and it's a really nice one to have with your friends. Like, it's a fun movie. And after all, I'm a huge Ghostface fan. Like, I love Scream so much that I had to see it in theaters. And this one was probably the best horror movie I've ever seen in a theater. Amazing crowd, and I just loved it. I loved it. Had so much fun last night, and I'd love to see what they're going to do with Stab 7. So I can't wait to see what they're doing with Stab 7. So thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe. And also, you've been warned. This is probably the most graphic Scream movie since the original. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later for more videos like this. And let me know what horror film you want me to review next. And thank you guys for watching, and please leave a like and leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about Scream 6. Personally, I give it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely enjoyed this film. So I'm out of here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.